Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're interested in our lives and our story, I just wanted to record this video as a bit of a a video log of our lives. And yeah, we have had a lot going on recently, so I haven't filmed a video in months and it feels very surreal sitting in front of the camera again, but I do enjoy it, so I thought I'd just share a bit about where we're at. Literally, we've moved house, towns to different county. We are now living in the south coast of England, no longer living in London. I love it. Insert the little happy that we've been brought here. So this video is going to be very chatty, and if you are not interested in our journey and church planting and that kind of thing, then click off. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you our journey and how this has all come about. So we have moved to Littlehampton to plant a church. The church launches September, October time, and we are so excited, literally, to be here and to be supporting this and to be part of it. So let's just go back a bit. So John and I moved from Bath to London in January 2016, and we were excited about the next step. We wanted to be near the leader of Regions Beyond. There's actually a funny little video about that, I'll link it below. And we knew that we weren't going to be there a while, like that wasn't the thing, that wasn't what we were settling to, but it was going to be a stepping stone onto the next thing. And during those 2 years we made some friends. Well, we've actually known him for 10 years, but we started being a bit more intentional with our friendship with a couple who live in Worthing, and we were seeing them last summer. And they just told us some plans. They were planning on sending a couple out. They'd got a couple ready to lead it, to plant a church in Littlehampton or LA. And I really need to remind myself to call it LA, because no one calls it Littlehampton, which is just so funny, because it's Littlehampton. Yeah, so we met up with them. They told us about this plan, and we were like, oh, that's interesting. And John and I talked a bit about it, like, oh, what do you think of that? Oh, and I was like, oh, I'm really not sure. Anyway, so we decided to push the boat out and, well, push the door and meet up with the couple that are ready to lead it. And we met with them, and oh my gosh, they're just such a homey, lovely couple. And yeah, I immediately felt at ease with them. We both did. And we met up to just talk about the plant, find out a bit more about it, how this came to happen. We wanted to just know that it wasn't someone like, well, I hate my job and I just want to do something else, so I'm going to work for church. But he loves his job. It wasn't like that, and it just felt really natural and really good for us. So we then decided to push the boat a bit more, push the door open a bit more, and we went to a church meeting at Worth where they were announcing to the church that the plant was going to start, and we found out a little bit more about it that weekend. But it was during that weekend really that I just felt that peace that it's unavoidable, and sometimes things just don't make sense, but you have the peace. And the Bible talks about peace that surpasses understanding, and it was definitely that peace. And when you know that, you know. So at that point I was convinced. But for John, he still had his job to worry about, and he loved his job in London, so for him it felt like a huge sacrifice. But he was offered an incredible job here, and he is just such a hard worker. He didn't have the experience, but they gave him the job because they really liked him. It was just one of those things that once we'd made the decision, all the doors just flew open and we were like, okay, we're meant to be there. I was more like, we are going, we are there. And John was more like, well, if all the practical things line up, then maybe. And I don't know if that's just a male or female thing, but certainly our personalities thing. So yes, we have arrived here. We're living on South Coast, somewhere near Worthing, somewhere near Brighton, and we are absolutely loving it. We are, yeah, enjoying the seaside, even though the weather's been pretty grey. We've had 2 beautiful days. And yeah, we're enjoying the seaside. We live near a park. We're just, yeah, really lapping it up, enjoying every moment, not being in London, the air in our lungs. But yeah, I will be doing little bits and bobs about the church plant if you're interested on my channel, and if you have questions about planting a church, please let me know, because while I'm not an expert, we'll obviously be going through it all. So the actual plant won't start till September, October time, but up until then we'll be getting to know the group. There's about 20 of us, 22 adults, and we'll be getting to know the group and just yeah, enjoying being together, building community. Yeah, we're so excited. As you can tell, I'm pretty darn excited. And yeah, the boys are loving their new house. They literally say it every day, I love our new house, because we lived in a flat before. And I just want to say, we are paying £250 less in rent for a 3rd bedroom, massive rooms with high ceilings, and a garden. No, just no brainer. So yeah, there are so many reasons why it was great to do it, but I would just say don't do anything unless you have real peace about it, like we did eventually. We got there. So yeah, if you've lasted this long, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.